Conor, Barnsley bow out of the FA Cup against one of the best sides in world football. Sum up your thoughts at full time.
Yeah, mixed in a little bit, I suppose. Unbelievably proud of the lads. I thought they were outstanding. In the game to the very, very end, they had to bring on every superstar to try and get over the line. Obviously, look, when you're in the game to the very, very end with about 5-6 minutes to go, you think, come on then, you never know. And then it gets to 4 and you think that's a little bit harsh. So, but look, overriding feeling is so proud of them. I thought they were outstanding, the lads. They carried out the game plan to a T. We knew we'd suffer at times and have long spells without the ball, but we created chances on the counter-attack, started the game unbelievably well and was in the game right till the end. So, the lads have got to be so proud of their efforts.
Yeah, it must be that immense feeling of pride. As you say, the opposition quality did shine through at the end, but particularly at 2-1, it were pretty nervous around Anfield.
Yeah, it was, and they had to bring on every, like you said, superstar on the bench to get over the line. Our lads dug in, stuck within the game, stuck to the plan. The way they defended their box and the way they had discipline out of possession. I knew coming into the game that they'd have to be so concentrated and focused out of possession, because if anyone jumps at the wrong time or if anyone doesn't do their role, they'll pick you off. That's what top players do. And I thought we were unbelievably good. I asked the lads before the game to do themselves proud, to look back with fond memories of this night and not to get done by a high score line. And they did that to an absolute T. They need to be so proud of themselves, the way they can look back at this performance over the next kind of couple of months or in years to come when they look back at their careers. Anfield under the lights, stick into the game to the very end. I'm so proud of them.
Barnsley were obviously trailing by 2-0 and got the goal back just before half-time. Richly deserved as well. What was the message at half-time? It must have been a pretty buzzing changing room at that time.
Yeah, it was to stay calm over anything else. We're banging the game, we're creating chances, we're playing disciplined without the ball, we're defending our box, and to stick into the game as long as we can. I think, what was it, they got their third goal, was it 85, 86, something like that? So it just shows how well the lads did. Obviously, you'll probably ask me next about the incident, which is probably coming. If that goes our way, then, it gets a penalty in front of our fans, 2-2, you never know. So yeah, look, so proud of the lads. They carried out the game plan to a T. Didn't quite get over the line, but they did everyone at the football club, so proud.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. The penalty question is coming up next. What are your thoughts on that? 2-1 at the particular moment in the game. If that goes Barnsley's way, it could be a different story.
Yeah, big decision. At the time, I thought it was an absolute stonemaler, the way, Reyes gets across the player. Seeing it after the game, he probably got a little touch on the ball, but he was definitely in that panic mode where, he was grabbing Reyes' shirt and, was dragging him down at the same time. So one that we felt that we could have went our way. And if that goes our way, then, it's a completely different ball game. Yeah,
it's moments like that could have just gone the other way and favoured Barnsley. You think back to the Davis Keeler-Dunn chance inside the first minute as well. It's hard to say, but it could have been a different story.
Yeah, it could have been. Yeah, it could have been. Such fine margins in this game. Davo hitting off the post, caught him on the counter-attack a couple of times. And I thought we were outstanding. I wanted the lads to take the ball, defend their box so well. And carry everything out that I asked them to do. And they did that so well. Everyone connected with the club, the fans. We've got to be so proud and energised by what happened tonight. The fans sang, clapped us off because they know that it was nearly there. Another nearly heroic night or heroic performance, victory, at Anfield, as we've done over the years. Wasn't quite to be, but something that we'll all look back on fond memories.
You've mentioned it already, and it credits Barnsley with how Liverpool wanted to still bring on the quality off the bench. I think it's £200 million worth of talent that combined for the fourth goal. There's around about 450 international appearances amongst the team as well. It goes to show just how big of an effort it was this evening.
Yeah, the lads had to do everything in their power to nullify that for as long as possible. And like I said, the Liverpool had to bring on their biggest players, their highest signings, to get over the line. So it just shows credit to the lads, what they did tonight. They showed their quality at times in terms of the goals that they scored as well. But, we've got to take a big confidence booster from this now. The way the lads defended their box and, the performance that they put in tonight and the level that they did it at. I've saw it, they've done it now tonight. So we need to see that more on a consistent basis.
Yeah, exactly that. Just finally, Conor, the scenes at the end of the game with the 6,000 Barnsley fans were absolutely incredible. They're certainly happy with what they've seen from this Barnsley team this evening. It's about taking the confidence from that now back into the league form, isn't it?
Of course, yeah. Look, the fans clapped us off because they saw the effort, the hunger, the determination that they wanted to put in a performance for the football club. If we do that, every time we do that, the fans stay there and they clap to the very end. They want to see, running, hunger, leaving everything out there. And we did that tonight and we got clapped off, and it was an amazing kind of applause towards the end. But we need to do that now more often in the league. And gain that connection and gain that buzz back. And hopefully, obviously, we can do that now heading into the weekend.